Hey Josh, my name is Cami. I work with Bradley, who you talked with earlier, and I actually came across your ad for Kee Construction in the Money Saver magazine, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time because I don't know which Kee Construction is actually you. So there's this one, and then there's this Kee Construction, also a roofer in Neenah. And then there's also this Kee Construction in Neenah. These first two had the same phone number, and they're both started in 1998. And so I'm going to focus on these two, and hopefully it'll help you. Having three websites, if these all yours, I know that can get pretty pricey. So one of my biggest tips would just be consolidate it into one website. You know, if you're doing different things, you can definitely have different sections and websites for that type of thing. But consolidating it to one website would make it much less confusing for anyone looking you up, as well as just your end of things, and not missing people submitting requests for quotes, and just, you know, make your organization flow much better and all that. Another thing on this website, your Kee Construction, I see you have your services, and then we also offer, and they're the same thing. So one of me is wondering why this one is here. So having a nice clean website, this is your online portfolio. When somebody looks at you, and if they want you to do a roof, I know, as weird as it sounds, but they trust what they see online, right? And if it's kind of sloppy online, they'll think you're going to do a sloppy job. So it's not something everyone thinks about, but having a nice looking website that works and flows, that builds credibility with you and with your consumer, especially if they don't have any connection with you beforehand. So when we come over here and we just search roofing in Neenah, right off the bat, the first thing you see is this Google Map Pack. So the Google Map Pack is anywhere, it's just all the Google business profiles that show up. And right now you are, let's see. So these ones up here that say sponsored up at the top, those ones are running Google ads. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Okay, so number 12 is where the first Kee Construction Google business profile shows up. And this one, I believe, takes you to this website. And so I don't know if this one is you. It definitely has more good reviews. Or if this one is you, or if they are the same business. And so this can be really confusing for people as well. I mean, it is for me. I'm not exactly sure which one to go off of, but we'll just go off of this one because it could use a little bit more improvement. I'm just going to show you a couple ways that you can get these listed higher up here on Google and get found, because 75% of the people that go to Google will click on one of these top three, because right when you come back, these top three listings, that's what they see, and they're just it's really easy to just call them from here. They can see the reviews straight off the bat, and so that's generally where they go. So if you can get one of those top positions, it'll have you set, right? And you can do that through a couple different ways. So when Google is looking at your website along with your Google business profile, they look at mainly is keywords. So a keyword is anything that somebody would search. And you want to have lots of keywords, but specifically buyer intent keywords. So already, if somebody is searching for roofing in Neenah, right, they're looking for somebody to come to them. Usually service-based companies are already buyer intent keywords. it wouldn't be like a t-shirt. If somebody's looking for a t-shirt, who knows if they're going to buy it. If someone is looking for a roofer, the percentage of them actually, you know, having an estimate and getting somebody is a lot higher. Hopefully that makes sense. But as far as keywords go, you would want to have them listed here in your services. And so there's quite a few services here. One thing I would do is I would go to the very number one guy, and I would look at all of their services that they offer right here. You see all their services, and I would just copy those same services. I would make sure I have all of them, go to the next guy, see if you missed any. But you would want to have as many services, if not more, right? Because if Google knows what to show you up for, they can show you up for it. And then you want to have lots of pictures. Google loves to see pictures. And when you upload the pictures, label them as those keywords or those services, so that when people search, that's just another hit on a keyword that Google knows to pop you up for. Reviews are also a big thing with Google. So you have one 1-star review. A good idea would to be at least address it. You can see right here, it was from over a year ago. And so even just going in there and just saying like, hey, we're sorry we didn't get to you, you know, something along the lines, people can just see that if at least you reply and you're up to date, they're usually okay with bad reviews. But you would also want to go in and get good reviews. On the website, I believe this one, you had a testimonials page. And, you know, there's this one, you have a little link there, which is great. It's a little out of date, but a link would be great to leave a review. Oh. And so images, upload images as keywords. The second thing is making sure everything is filled out. So you want to have your hours, you want to have all your service areas. Right now you just have Neenah. If you serve any other place, you want to list that. So if you serve Menasha, Appleton, Grand Chute, I don't know if you go as far out as like Greenville or Hortonville, but just list all those places, because then when people search roofing in Appleton, it knows to show you up for it. Right now, you're only going to show this one up in Neenah. And then right here in your description needs to be between 150 to 200 words, and also include those keywords, right? Kee Construction is your expert in siding and roofing in Neenah. And that will really help you out with your Google Business Profile and starting to get it up the list. And you can do the same thing for this one if you're managing this one as well. So that is as far as the Google Business Profile goes. Hopefully that helps give you a little bit of guidance going in. I did want to jump into some things on your website. We're going to focus on this one. On your home page, Google likes to see content, right? That shows them that you're a trustworthy source. It shows them that you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. So I have this little tool I use called Ahrefs, and this shows me all the back end of your page. It shows me the guts, it shows me your backlinks, it shows me your citations, and it shows me how long it is going to take to load. Come on. And it also shows me how many keywords you are actually ranking for. So you can see right here, right now you're only ranking for keywords, 3 keywords, and which means Google will only list your website right now if people search one of those 3 keywords. So when you come over here, and let's go back, and you scroll down past this, these are the organic section. Okay, so if people do not click on the Google Business Profile, which a lot of them don't still, and they come down here to the organic section, you are not anywhere to be found for a long time. I searched. Kee Exterior shows up, so this one. So if this is you, great. Let me show you the back end of this one, just to give you an idea. I'll pause this while I wait. Okay, so here we are. So you can see this has 37 keywords, which means Google is going to be able to find your site better and know what to rank you for. You also have some backlinks and referring domains. Your UR and DR, this is what Google is reading. So your UR is your strength with Google, the DR is your trust with Google. Your backlinks are not all created equal. So some backlinks will give your site a lot more power than other backlinks. And it all depends on where those backlinks are coming from. If they're coming from relevant sources that apply to, roofers and siding, that will drive more power. You can see right here. So there are things called followed and not followed backlinks. So no follow, don't give a link to your site, and followed do. And a backlink is just anywhere where there is a link linking back to your site. Referring domains are citations. And so a citation, coming back again to the Google Business Profile thing, a citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and address show up exactly as it does on your Google Business Profile. So your Google Business Profile and your website are very integrated. And so that's why it's so important to have one Google Business Profile and one website. So that way Google does not get confused and it can connect those two much easier and be able to rank those two together. And that happens through those citations. And citations would be any place like Yellow Pages, the Better Business Bureau, Facebook, Instagram, Yelp. All those places would be citations that people could find you through. You can see your traffic, where your traffic is coming from. And then let's take a look back over here. So you can see right now your traffic, you're not getting any traffic to this site, right? And so getting a lot more keywords on this page will really help drive that traffic and build your trust with Google. So you want to see these numbers close to the same, and that will give you the most amount of power, is having your strength and your trust close to the same number and as high as possible. So you can see you have more backlinks here. You can see where people are coming from to this site. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to show you is if we come over here and we come down. So Moto and Sons, they're a little farther down the list. I'm just showing you somebody that's up there on the organic section. So you can see they have this many keywords. They've got a lot of more backlinks, and you can see their DR and UR are higher. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you their keywords so you have an idea of what you need to be putting content into for your site or adding as pictures. So here you go. You can kind of see what they are going for. And you can also see the volume right here, how many people search that every month, every day. So there you go. You can come back and pause the video if you wanted to look at those. So that's just an idea of some of the keywords they are ranking for and how they get to the position they're at. So coming back to here, keywords you can add in just throughout the text. Google likes to see anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 words on your home page, which it looks like you do have quite a bit of really good content. Now it's just going back in and adding those keywords to make this SEO optimized for Google to be able to find it. And honestly, I think that's about wrapped up. Make it crisp and clean. Figure out how to connect the right website to the right Google Business Profile. Keeping your websites cleaned up, making it easy for people to contact you, to get an estimate. That's honestly what people really look for, and making sure that you're the trustworthy source for that. I really hope these tips and tricks help you out. I'll follow up in just a couple days to kind of get your thoughts and whatnot. So thank you. Bye.